Good evening, guys. Um, Hello, Maisie. Hello, Mosty. We're going to do a slightly different approach today. An idea I've been playing with for some time and I finally got to it. What I did is I made a list with all the games in my Steam library where I have less than 2 hours playtime according to Steam. And I have a list of 204 games with less than 2 hours played. Some new ones, some games I've tried and probably didn't like, but quite a few games that I haven't played at all and have been sitting there for years. Some games that I've just launched, played just a bit and thought I was going to go back later and never did. So 208, Maisie, 204. That's 204 games. I've numbered them. And the idea is simple. I want to pick a random game from that list and play it on stream. And I intend to repeat that occasionally, and after a while this list will get shorter and I will at least know if the game is worth continuing or not. We might find some hidden jewels. I might encounter some games that I really don't like. We'll see. I don't think I'll play for very long, but yeah, just see what we have. In particular, the older games, some of them I got in packs. Some games are games that I picked up in the early days of Steam because they were cheap and on sale and may not have been entirely my style. But the more recent, the more that we will encounter games that at least I thought I would like and something intrigued me about it enough to pick it up. So I've gotten more picky about which games I buy. So we'll see. I did make a list of rules here, and I hope you can read that on the stream. I'm not even sure if you can. Yeah, I don't have my stream on full screen. I think that should be readable. So I don't want to force myself to play a game I really don't want to play right now. But at the same time, I want to set some rules because otherwise I'll just keep skipping until I get the perfect game. And that's not the purpose either. So I put some rules. So every game in my Steam library where I have less than 2 hours according to Steam is in the list. I did exclude all the Valve games and all the Grand Theft Auto games, because I played some Valve games and some GTA games and I don't want to end up playing Half-Life 1 or GTA 2. Well, because I did play some GTA games for quite a while, so it's not like I never played GTA. And the idea is more to play games that I really have no clue about or I haven't given a fair chance. So if I have enough playtime in GTA in general, it doesn't really matter whether I have enough playtime with a particular GTA game. Same with the old Valve games like Left 4 Dead 1 or Half-Life 1, the original Counter-Strike, things like that. So I will roll a random number. I still have to see how I'll do that. Probably just Google and find some random number generator. I'm pretty sure that must exist to determine which game I should play. However, I gave myself 2 wildcards. So I can skip a game, I can skip a second game, but then the third game I really need to play. However, I do get a free skip if the game's free, because it's not a game I bought, so I don't think I really need to play it, and I particularly dislike free-to-play games in general. So if it's a free game, I can skip it for free. If I played more than an hour, in particular for shorter games, because I think there's even games in the list that I've finished, short puzzle games. If I have more playtime than Steam indicates, there are a few games in the list that I've played a lot before. I had them on Steam or where Steam didn't track playtime yet. So if I know for sure that I've played them more than 2 hours, I can also skip them for free. And if I encounter any technical issues, then I might also skip for free. And finally, if the game's part of a series, I'm allowed to play another game of that series. For instance, if I have, let's say, Baldur's Gate 1 and Baldur's Gate 2, and I roll Baldur's Gate 2, if I haven't finished Baldur's Gate 1, in particular games with story, I might play the first Baldur's Gate instead of the second. So that's pretty much the idea. So we have the list here. We'll now skip. I'll open a different window over here. Random.org. Can you pick a starting and end number? Minimum, maximum, perfect. So maximum should be 204. And there we go. 67. Okay, let's look for number 67. Face Noir. Face Noir. Okay, I think this is a game I really like to play. It's a detective game, I know that for sure. And I'm wondering whether I had technical issues or not. There was another detective, I think it was another detective game where I had no key bindings, which made it unplayable for me. But I'm not sure if that was Face Noir, in fact. So let's just go to my library. I'm not sure if I have it installed. So we're first gonna take a look at the game before I decide. Let's go to the store page. A moody tale that combines the intrigue and atmosphere of a Raymond Chandler novel or Humphrey Bogart film with classic point-and-click adventure gameplay. Face Noir follows Private Eye Jack Del Nero as he's falsely accused of murdering the man who left a little girl in his protection. 46 user reviews, mixed. And release date 17 October 2013. Okay, so 4-year-old game, almost 4-year-old game, point and click adventure, detective noir. Looks interesting, and I'm pretty sure I have this in my list of games I want to play in the short term, but I think it's in that list for at least a year, if it's not more. But it is definitely in one of my top lists, because I have some different lists and I noticed that's not working. This is a fabulous game. The story is exciting and engaging. Puzzles relatively easy. I'm okay with that. In adventure games, they don't need to be hard. If you remember my stream of Back to the Future wasn't hard, but it was fun. But there's also... this game is plain boring, story is nonsense, also incredibly racist, okay. Game I recommend. I think I'm not gonna use my wild card and just immediately go with Face Noir. Already in your Steam library, let's check if anyone owns it. Stubar owns it, of course Stubar owns it. The other ones, not exactly people we know from our streams, or the Chaos Club, as I call it. Requires third-party EULA. Developer Mad Orange and Phoenix Online Pub. Let's check Mad Orange first. Okay, they only have one game developed in the Steam store, and it's currently €10. Metacritic 59. Pentium 2 processor. Okay, I can run this. Maisie, you can probably run this. 2 GB available space. 7 curators. Let's see what curators say. Recommended capsule computers, accidentally reviewed, through PC gaming. They all recommend pretty much. So yeah, it's got mixed reviews, but still there's quite some positive reviews as well. So it's not negative at all. Let's install first, because apparently I don't have it installed. 1.5 GB. That shouldn't be too much of an issue, I'm guessing. So yeah, I think good first pick. RNG likes me. Meanwhile, let's see where I have it in which list. To play, yeah, that's my my top list, just besides currently playing. Well, it looks meticulously organized, and still I don't find anything. The idea was I started with a list of games I wanted to play, and that list became way too long. And then I split them up, like to play is the games I really want to play in the short term, and then Discovery 1 and 2 is games that, yeah, I'll play them sometime, but maybe later was even worse. So they're pretty much in order from games how much I like to play them, the higher in the list. And then we have replayable and revisit is games I already played. Revisit is games that I didn't give a fair chance, and I think I should revisit them one time. Replayable is games that I played a lot and are replayable, so I might play them again. But somehow they're probably not in my favorites. And the rest is by genre, more or less. Let's, while we wait for the installation to complete, let's have a look at the games in my library. Let's sort them by playtime. Or maybe just see the big titles, because I know there's some really big titles in there. And Amnesia, The Dark Descent, I only played 9 minutes. I'm a bit surprised about that. Wait, AI Warfleet Command? I'm pretty sure. I think I must have screwed up here and there when I entered the playtime. Pretty sure they belong in the list, but I didn't play. I certainly played AI Warfleet Command. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Breach and Clear, Borderlands, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Consortium, I really want to revisit Consortium as well, definitely. Dear Esther. Europa Universalis 3, Far Cry 3, Fallout New Vegas. We were close to those ones, 68 and 69, Fallout New Vegas or Far Cry 3. What else do we have here? Bigger titles. Hearts of Iron 3, The Jagged Alliance 1 and 2. This one, for instance, Kentucky Route Zero, I'm pretty sure I played this game. Maybe not that long, maybe an hour or so, but Steam says I haven't played it at all, and I'm very certain that's not the case. L.A. Noire, but I remember I tried to play that game on a stream previously, and it didn't work. I didn't get it to work on the stream. I'm not sure why I haven't played that more, because this one's also high on my to-play list, but it's been there for years. Metro 2033, pretty big title as well. Murdered Soul Suspect, that was the detective game where I had the key bindings issue. Some new ones. Oh, this is a new game I picked up during the same sale. Pony Island, same. Quite a few puzzle games in there. Save Jesus, also a new one. We have some cool titles in here. The Abbey of Crime Extensum that I streamed previously, just short of 2 hours. The Elder Scrolls Skyrim, never played. I have Skyrim and I never played it. The Swapper, only 51 minutes. The Witcher 2, also big title. Yeah, quite some good titles in there. Xenonauts. I definitely played Xenonauts, but I think I played Xenonauts before it arrived on Steam. It was very early access, and I never really played it since it was officially released. I did play it during alpha. So this is definitely more than 2 hours. But maybe I should keep it in the list because I never actually played it since version 1, the official release. And Xenonauts is definitely a game that is worth playing. Right, let's check if the download has completed. Excellent. Okay, where's our game? I could have launched it from there. Phase Noir. Phase Noir settings. Anti-aliasing. Nah, let's not bother with it. Okay, start. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check if I can switch from monitor capture to game capture. So give me just a minute and see if we can switch to game capture in OBS, because that should run better, and that's the only reason why I'd like to switch. Phase Noir. Yep. And I might want to restart the stream as well, because I want to link the stream to the correct game, and I didn't know the game, so I couldn't enter it previously. So let's see if we can add it. Global source, Phase Noir. Let's first check if it works. Oh. What's happening? Wintermute engine stopped working. Okay. Close. Let's try again. So Alt-tabbing crashes the game. Was that the reason why I stopped it? Let's tone down the volume a bit. You can change it, but it doesn't update if the stream's launched, so it's better to do it before the stream starts. Also for the replay afterwards, it will not show the correct game if you only enter it while the stream's already started. That's why if I change games mid-stream, I prefer to restart the stream. Okay, that seems to work. I might get another crash if I Alt-tab and restart the stream and everything, but then I just relaunch the game because it looks like it's working. Okay, so I'll restart the stream right away, so I'll be back in a minute.